masters. Good day to you, partner. I'm Guy, and I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken cave.
Okay, now I need to see if I can do this whole bear scenario again. So stressful.
Hey guys, Wheat Solo here, aka the Skeleton King. Keep that clip in the back of your heads because it is going to be a ode to caution for anyone watching this going, I want to make this build that looks cool. I'm actually going to start out with a rant. Why am I starting out with a rant? I'm starting out with a rant so that anyone who complains about it can stop watching. Because the biggest thing I want to do with this video is try to discourage anyone from making meme builds because they can really waste a lot of your time. I don't even play this game anymore, okay? I got to level like 95 last season, which is like, you could get to level 95 just like masturbating, literally. You could masturbate and get to level 95 quicker than I did, I promise. That's how slow I am to, come, okay? Sorry. Anyways, when I used to play this game, I got to 99 Season 1 and Season 2, and for the beta of Season 3, right, because I hit 99, I went pretty far all out one more time. Quick shout out, the reason why I can still make a lot of content that I do is because I have friends who play a lot still. Top Woog, Colby, Fuzzy when he was playing. Renato just helps out a lot with his knowledge and the dummies. Xenon let me borrow some gear. MCH let me borrow some gear. Hardcore Hex gave me a nice little chunk of summoner gear to get me going, to get me my summoner videos going. And so thank you to all of them. And then Crakey Gnome is kind of our friend. I think he gave us something. I can't remember what. But just anything. I always say this. If you find like GG random crap, don't just let it go to waste. Like, if you want to have it for non-ladder, I get it. But don't just let it disappear in your stash and then the character gets deleted eventually. Because the player base becomes so small in PD2 that it's just hard to duplicate certain items. Alright, rant over. Season 3 of beta, rant back on, sorry. I made Brandmancer. Back then, Brandmancer was kind of a talked about meme Necro build. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to make BIS Brandmancer. And like, there's a reason we don't get cores in beta anymore. It's because a lot of people wasted time doing absolute BIS builds, which aren't that important to test, let's be honest. They're just fun. Yes, there's some things you can test, but let's kind of not worry about that. Well, what's even dumber is testing stupid meme builds that you're not going to play anyways, but whatever. I made pure BIS Brandmancer. I had to get attack rating cores on specific gear. I did it all, and it was awful. It was so bad that when I switched to Endless Hail plus just bone armor on my chest, it did the same amount of damage, but it felt better, and it was cheaper. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing meme builds, okay? If there's a cheaper option, your meme build sucks, okay? Which just fucking put that flat out there. That's basically the same play, okay? Brandmancer sucks because Endless Hail plus Bone is better. It's cheaper, does similar damage, and plays better because Strafe is such a better ability than Necro attack frames on Archery. So why am I doing this? Well, with the buff to Brand, we were thinking about how to make Brand work based around skeleton archers. There's two main ideas. One is actually not to use Brand for range attacks to proc Bone Spear. Why? Well, we kind of played with that just a tiny bit, not much. It was Enigma, Archers, Brand, warping around, attacking. We couldn't do anything. Like, if you think the bear in this video isn't doing enough, well, a Necromancer trying to attack still did less, even if he was ranged. That's how bad necromancers are attacking with a bow. It's really, really pathetic. For anyone wondering, hey, they should buff Brand more, well, there is some off-class use to Brand, like Brand was kind of used on Amazon. I don't know how good it really is, but I know it's better than it is on Necro. So you can't just buff things in a vacuum because other classes exist that actually have good frames. Okay, just remember that. There's only one class with bad frames besides Necro, and it's Druid, not in Shapeshift. Although Bear does kind of have bad frames too, but that's like a different story. Anyways, so if we're not going to attack as a ranged Necromancer with Brand, what would we do? Well, we'd drop getting the Bone Spear synergies, I know, and we just get curses. And that's my idea now. Like if I was going to make ranged Brandmancer, I would go full max Skeleton Archers and then just get curse support. And then probably just get some warriors, clay golems, or revives, etc. to tank for them. And then I just run around and cast curses for my archers. And it would probably kind of work. But we're not doing that. We're trying to actually make the weapon work. Why would being a bear make it work? Well, bears get a lot of defense. They get a lot of life. And they have a as good attack frame as a Necro ranged attack, basically, without all of the effort we have to put into trying to reach high attack frames as a Necromancer with a bow or crossbow. So that's the benefits. We don't have to worry about IAS. Okay, we're right up there, and we get a lot of health and a lot of other good stuff. Is it fast enough? Kind of not. But we're going to switch to an Act 1 Merc, which kind of works. And I'll let Topwood talk from there. What were the big problems we were running into? Well, it turned out Fanaticism and Heart of the Wolverine were not enough attack rating. So I ended up telling Topwood to make the Angelic combo, which really, really helped. Like, as you can see, we're actually proccing Bone Spear quite a bit these days. And that's pretty awesome. As you can see, when a Stamina Shrine is up too, we kind of actually can get to the enemies. So basically, having Act 1 is probably a necessity. There's also an idea about dropping Brand, doing the same build, just keeping Beast on, and then like using a Vigor Shield, or, basically just focusing more on the bear part and a little bit less on the archer part, because is 4 archers really that good? Probably not. But is being a bear Necro really that good? Probably not. In the end, we did have fun, and that's why I'm releasing this video. Basically, the lessons from this is if you're trying to make a meme build, try to give it some identity that isn't easily created by an even cheaper build. So is this possible? Well, we were having issues trying to snapshot the additional archer summons. And if you can't do that, then like I said, the identity of the build is dead. I've told many people many times that additional summons are kind of buggy. So it could turn out we were just getting really good RNG, and it turns out we can't recreate it enough to make this build in this video a reality. But is there a Brand Bear Necro out there that is, a Beast Bear Necro out there that is worth playing? Maybe. Is there a Brand Ranged Archer Necro who just casts curses out there who might be worth playing? Maybe. One last tip. If you ever make a meme build and you're struggling to get attack rating, which can happen often, don't forget the Angelic combo. It gives you 1000 attack rating just for a ring and an Ami. I know those are good items, but hey, hitting enemies is a lot better than not hitting enemies. All right, Topwood, take it over. Skelly King out.
There we
GG.
go. Infinitely better, I think. Well, not infinitely, but definitely the play. Hey buddy man, thanks for follow. Classic content here. Yeah, I think the I don't know what the arm golem's doing or not, but like you can see when he's in range, you can see the aura on them, and it's not often. You gotta go up first on this one. There we go. Yeah, the radius is very small on the Sanctuary Aura. And this is level 20 too. Like 2-0. And it's super small. Because like, yeah, these guys are in range, but none of these are. Now they are, so. These guys are killing my archers. One second, what'd you say? I mean, I think this would be too strong. If you can get IS off of the weapon, like not this specific build, but like bears in general, or like Fury Druids, like they'd be even stronger, which they're already one of the strongest for single target DPSs, and that's what they're built for. So be able to hit max frames on any weapon, regardless of the number of sockets in your gear, I think that would be not good. I get the frustration because it kind of limits you to use certain weapons, but it would break the game in my opinion, like if you could do it. So you could just picture like the craziest weapon you can and you'd just be able to hit max frames. That's a scary thought. I mean, this is definitely fun. I think with the minimal snapshotting, it's better for your sanity. Like, I would try to hit a +1 everywhere, and then just forget about big snapshotting. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna challenge you here, and maybe you can, like, we got a 50% proc here, and a 30% worse proc here. And then we're getting the bone armor, but 10%, I'm not seeing it that often. Like, are you seeing it come in? Is it really the play to run that armor? Yeah, I'm not sure which goes first, and I'm worried if this, like, if it's a equip order or something, and I'm proccing the worse, you know what I mean? Like, can they both happen at the same time? I haven't seen two ever shoot out on one auto attack, right? So I'm wondering if it's overriding. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to know which one shoots first. Well, I mean, there's a few different options. I mean, you could do something crazy like arcanes plus skills for your snapshotting, PDR, arena, all res and stuff like that. You could also do Tyraels if you just want the crazy run walk. Not be frozens on Tyraels too, so you can get crazy run walk, 60 faster run walk, or 45 before a slam. But arcanes would be nice. I lost 2 of my archers, but I can't really do much about that when I'm in bear form, right? Like, I can go back to non-bear form and hope I don't lose my snap.
Play with us.
Try Tyraels.
Come and play with us, Daddy. Forever